Hello, hello. We are in. The Brofessor is in. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? Awesome, awesome. Gonna tell the world that I will be on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ProfessorG Gaming. Let's see what that does. See who else comes on in. And I can get this all up to down. Streaming live. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Close down all the unnecessary stuff. Manage my cloud. All right. Following. All right. Get on the chat feed. All right. Excellent. We are on. We are live. We are in living color. I'm not sure anyone's here but me at the moment, but that's okay. So we are going to do some collecting while we wait for people to come on in. Pick up all of my rewards. Nothing there. Let's go do all this fun stuff. While we wait for some users to come through. Hey, got some people coming in. How's everyone doing this evening? Professor is in, just doing some housekeeping stuff while we wait for people to show up. I saved my 55 pull from the Scopely mess up, so I'm going to be doing that tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. Because I am missing a lot of those in the featured part of it, so this better finally come through. I have never, not once, hit a featured in this game, and I am due. Dang it, I am so due for a feature. So let's hope it this time around it comes through. Autofill. There we go. Let's autofill these up. And then tonight is open. We can talk boss battle. We can talk Sami Zayn and have a chance. I haven't had a really chance to look at him. I'm just busy taking care of kids and doing that kind of stuff. This afternoon, I haven't even gotten any of my other things yet either. So lots to go over, lots to do. Let me see if I can make this better viewing experience for myself at least. Hopefully it's all coming through and it's looking good for everyone. Let's see if these have come through. 2 of 5. Is it safe to claim the milestones now? Does anybody know? I thought it was. It might not have been safe earlier, but hopefully it is now. What are in the milestones? Oh, it's just parts and coins and other things like that. Wonderful. Might get to do some tours tonight. See what the tour people are. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, you haven't touched yours. Yeah, Big Pop. I totally understand. You never know if they're gonna mess up on any of that. So that's always my concern too. I thought there was I felt like there was an announcement earlier. It was this one. It was the solo one that was having the issues, I think. So I'm worried to try to actually get any of these, but I only have actually one right now, so it's not like I'm missing out on shards or anything. Are there shards in here? I thought there would be shards in here, maybe. You know what? If I miss out on the first milestone, I will live with myself. And you know what? I almost missed out on one of these robes that I have 6 million of at this point. I think I'll be okay. So how are you feeling tonight? How's everyone doing? Excited about the Oos? All I heard is that he's got some serious green move damage, but I haven't had a chance to play him or see sort of what else he's got. And then the potluck and what's going on with that. So, welcome everybody coming on in. Welcome Heartbreak. Smorgasbord. Yeah, by the time I logged in earlier this afternoon, taking care of my kids, I saw that all of the requirements in my faction had already been completed, so I just figured there was really no point in me actually doing a lot of things this evening until I actually got on the stream, and then I can do some of the requirements rather than try to rush it at the time. So who are our requirements? Oh, these are awful requirements. Scopely has been really going out of their way lately to actually like make us use some long forgotten characters. I don't even think I have. Got her at 78k, and I'm sure I put this title on her just to use it at some other point. 20% gem damage. And straight up flat purple move. All right, this is not looking terrible. I guess it's not looking amazing, but we can make something work with this. All right, Kyrie, what are your moves? This might be someone I have to bring up. Only 94 levels to do. So that's a huge chunk of talent up. Let's see how much we can do without actually having to take her up any higher. We'll go through, see if I can actually do some hard stuff. 3 gems into trap gems broken by your opponent. Steal health broken by you. Deal damage and make purple gems into cross break. 3 gems into purple. And then choose 6 purple to destroy. So random purple into cross breaks and still. Why do I feel like that's not her best move set? I also haven't moved up any of these. What does it look like? 25k for 3 turns. So it's not like her bleed is going to blow anybody out of the water at this point. But she does steal health. Now, I feel like every time I've ever faced Kyrie at any point, it's always been the blue, blue, purple. So why don't we run that, see how we do and where we get to. Because it might be her other stuff. So if we want to move charges, I hit the wrong screen. I got my screen side by side, so I tend to hit the wrong screen all the time. Move charge, so we're going to go blue. We need king to start with blue. We're not going to get any more traps, so we can either choose purple. Yeah, it's probably better just to choose purple or gem damage. What would y'all choose if you had to pick? I need purple damage or gem damage in general is probably what I'm gonna need for her. What could we make? So let's see if we generate more purple and just do a whole bunch of not gem defense, gem damage, which is the first one. Then we can try to put something on there. The choose and the gem damage on the coaches. Okay, HBK, that sounds like something we can work. Okay, so I got the choose on there, and then we can go, I guess, went purple and maybe a Santa to get some even more on there. Oh, This is why you click buttons and you go to the different ones. Okay. I don't need that on you or any of you anymore. Okay, so let's see how that works. How far did you get, HBK? Did you end up clearing hard? So flat purple helps us. We are on normal. We don't want normal. We're not normal people. I can come back and do normal when people aren't watching me. You don't have to suffer through my normal mode. So this is the one, right, Kyrie? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. All right, Pirate Princess. Show me your worst. Let's see what we can do and put it all together. Let's see. Here we go. So, Kyrie. Okay, so she's already loaded with things, so that's fun. Oh, I hit the wrong screen again. I apologize. Hitting the wrong screen. So we're going to want to put into trap gems. And I forget if I want to break them or if she wants to break them, which is the best. And 2 levels of hell, but you did take her 5-star bronze. Okay, well then that gives me a little bit of hope. At 5-star bronze, I might have to spend the 20 million coin to get her there. What I forgot what I was doing with this. That's a steal, and I want to make random. Okay, so we're gonna make random purples to convert to purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should load my finisher, and then we can try to blow up the board afterwards. Let's see if that. Nope, went too much. One too many. Darn. But I won the match. Okay, so lesson learned. Need to choose my gems a little bit better. But that's alright. We got this. 1 down. 7 more to go. We can get this going. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. It's going to be one of those nights. I'm checking 6 different things at the same time. But that's okay. All right. So let's see if there's a way that we can break our own trap gems and then blow up the board. I think that's the secret to Kyrie, if I remember correctly. Is not cascading like I did that first time around, correct? How many am I off here? 4 of 11. So I need 2, 3 matches that are going to break. So we can put these here. Okay, so we need 1 3 match, 2 3 matches. And then we need to make a line of stuff. So there's 1 3, there's 2 3 matches, and then it's going to, hopefully, we can put it into a line like that. Sweet. Okay, so that worked out perfectly. So we're going to get the majority of the board with this. And so we can then either hit the finisher or we can just make a swipe ourselves. But let's get the extra damage that comes with the finisher since we buffed that up with the level 5. So that's going to blow up all of these. I think my one mistake was that I didn't get all the purples. But let's grab those 2 right there. Get a nice little cascade. Okay, so that's how we're going to play Kyrie with this. So we're going to make sure that we make a line and try to get all that entire line to be filled with the X-Break gem, so that way we can just blow up each of that lines. Is that how you did it, HBK? Is that how you put it all together? Also, Big Papa Pump, thanks for the first time chat. Thanks for coming on in. Thanks for talking. Just waiting for more to show up, of course, but you never know. As a new streamer, I might get 2 or 3, or some nights I might get 15 or 20. So it is what it is. So you're gonna try it again? Okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully that makes some sort of sense about how to run her. At least I guess in an effort to blow up the board, you do have to have some medals as well too. She's from the era of not having good finisher damage, right? So that makes it more difficult to use her. I think the other problem is like she doesn't recycle blue gems unless you have. That's going to do 2 of them there. That's going to do 2 of them there. You want to keep as many blue gems as you can on the board. I hate the idea of blowing up a line here and a line here with 3 black gems right there. So this has the amazing ability to absolutely cascade everything that I'm doing, except if I put one right there. That's actually a smarter idea. Let's do that. Okay. I don't think I made enough of a line, and there you go. It actually did cascade, but we then just blew up the board. So that's not bad. It's about 270k. I guess you gotta be lucky. If you're not lucky, you better be good. So it's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take a little bit of luck in that case. So all right, let's see if we can do this without having to take her 5-star bronze. I would appreciate that because I do not have Mela Mask, and so that means I'm not going to get any of those extra bonus points for the other side. So this might be a case of me doing something. So okay, so I'm so glad that they put 10 shards of her in this bag. So not 15, not 20, not 25, 10 shards. Wow. I get it. It's a fun little event out of nowhere that has nothing to really do with the showdown, I guess, but like, wow, 10 shards. Go figure. All right. Let's do this Pirate Princess. Let's see. So we have 3 there. I can take that and add more. But I've already committed to this because I didn't see that off the hop. I do not want to take that. I could take. I want to put those there. Okay, let's do that. And now let's take those. And then what we can do is fill up the rest of this and hope that we do not cascade, or we do cascade. I did it again. Am I cascading, or is it that the crossbreak gems are immediately blowing up because I'm putting them on purples that are there? It's hard to tell in this game mode. Alright, so let's see how far we can get with 4-star gold, 7k against the 4 newest female characters that they've placed in the game. How much health does she have? She has health and gems. Okay, so they've made her a little bit more difficult. So that 3 million. 4 so she's gonna have 3 million health. Okay. So there's no way that's going to work. All right, so we're going to have to buff this up a little bit. Maybe not max, but I don't think 200,000 is going to keep me alive. Let's level her up 100,000 and see if that does it. 100,000 more health. Put 10 million coins into a character I will probably never use again until the next time they throw this together. So here we go. Which 3 are we going to break? We're going to break 3 right here. They're blowing up immediately when they put it on purple gems. That's what I thought, Big Papa. That means I don't get a chance to use my finisher right away, and I don't get to... Okay, so I'm best not to antagonize this and try to make sure that I get one in every row, so it at least blows up the board. I'll put them there, one there. Ah, that time it did not. Excellent. Okay, so now we can actually blow up 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm missing no, not that purple. That purple I'm missing. And we'll get a good chunk of blue gems as well. So good. Until we reloaded and we blew it all up. Awesome. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Maybe I didn't need to put 10 million coin in her. I kind of want to lose right now as we go further along in this tour, because I don't want to feel like I wasted 10 million coin. That's the struggle that I now face existentially in my life, that I wish I hadn't spent that 10 million, but I know that I'm going to need it once we get a little bit further on. Let's see if she can take out Lita. Yeah, I think it's very interesting that Scopely just continues to... It's not like they're putting bad players in the tours anymore. Like they're only putting in players that have been something in the last 4 or 6 months to go against C tier, B tier, long forgotten jabronis. I guess maybe last time I was cascading. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not doing it correctly. So we'll take those and hope that we don't get... Actually, we can do that. And we can do that. And then we can do that. We can do that. We can put one back up here. No, that time I totally cascaded. I think what happened is they dropped in and blew into each other right over there. That one was my fault. But... So that's a 6. If I blow up this 4, that's going to give me 3 more next turn. So let's do this. So we put all those purples on the board like that. And now we give her a chance to do something like that. Okay, so... Oh, I should have done it the other way around. Shoot. If you only match 3 japs, it won't blow the rest. Okay. That's good to know. Pretty sure I did that incorrectly. Okay, so let's have some fun with this. We're going to make a 5 match, and then we're going to put down a couple more purples. Let's see if we can not cascade. Nope, totally cascaded. Shoot. 215,000. Okay, we should be able to defeat this. This should hopefully cause enough damage if we get a good enough cascade, and it does. Okay, so that's good. There's 2 down. My wish of losing has not happened yet, and hopefully hopefully we do. I want to feel like I spent this money. I guess that's the other problem, right? If I actually spent all of that coin and we lose, then I'm going to have to spend more coin. Oh, this is a terrible decision. But at 17k, she's got to have 1 million health. That's got to be where she's at. Is she? Yeah, she's just about 1 million health. What is she running? She is running a sub. She's going to be stealing from each of your opponent's purple moves. That's diabolical. But I also like to live life dangerously. Oh, no, I have to steal red moves, not purple moves. Okay, well, I'm not going to live any more dangerously than I already am. All right, let's see if we can actually take out this. This is where you got stomped, HBK. You got stopped at Zelina. This is where she becomes fun and difficult. All right, so for those just joining, we are using a 10K 4-star gold Kyrie Irving. We are on the third mode of hell, trying to get past Vega here, and she is going to be stealing that, unless, I think regardless of whether we do it or not, she's going to steal that. And I don't think, okay, so I brought no props because I assumed you just beat her. You're on to Mela now. Yeah, there you go. Good. Glad I could help. Okay, so we need to blow up 3, and I don't like that that's on there. This would probably be the better 3 to put it on. Hopefully we don't cascade it out. Oh, darn it. We're absolutely going to, because there's a purple right there. Convert. That'll make a 7. Totally messed that up. All right, so we're going to take 1. Totally messed that up. 2, 3. Okay, and then we can try to put purples in these rows and hope for the best. Hope we don't. Nope, absolutely cascade it out again. And now she's going to steal and hit with the sub. Okay, so here's where we lose. So we're going to need a yellow down MP trainer for this. Actually, I probably could have just blown up most of it, but we do have a blue. What do you know? Well, of course she'll get a 5 match. Why wouldn't she end the match with me right now? Of course. All right. All right, I'm happy. We lost, so it means that I didn't spend my 10 million coin to bring her up a little bit higher in vain. However, I'm not exactly sold that this is my best decision ever. So, we're going to try something else with her right now. Okay. Let's go this way. Problem with taking off some entourage here means I'm going to lose. Actually, yeah, I'm going to lose some firepower. All right, MP reduce. Let's go yellow, so that way she doesn't steal from me right away. Or we bring props and do the prop game. But let's see if this can win the match for us and take her out. Here we go. What's happening, Big Show? First time chatter. Thank you. Come on in. Glad you can make it. Matt Riddle G Gaming. To be fair, I called myself the Brofessor, and that was my name in the game before Riddle was actually a thing. So, only been playing the game since the very beginning, somebody. But I appreciate it. Merrick's is raided. Here comes the raid. All right. And the follows. Thank you, Merrick's. Hope you had a great... and you all just made the list. Thanks, everybody, for coming on in. Thanks for all the raiders. Welcome, all you raiders. And Merrick's, hope you had a... You just made the list. Come on in, everybody. So for those just joining in on the raid, I'm trying to see if I can beat Hell Mode with Kyrie Sane right now. So right now mine is a 4-star gold Kyrie Sane at 10K. So there's a lot of you making the list tonight, and I really appreciate that because Jericho is my favorite. And so I'm very happy that we can continually have people make the list. So we are going to put down some trap jam. Appreciate having all y'all here. You just made the list. All right, so we are going to make some purple. Hope we don't cascade. And we're going to see if we can get a line of... Oh, that's going to cascade there. We're going to see if we can make a line of... You just made the list. Yes. Still cascaded. All right. But one hell of a cascade. That was good. 230K. That's not bad for... You just made the list. A lot of list making right now. So appreciate everyone. I'm trying to go up and say hello to everybody at the same time. So welcome again, everybody. This is the Brofessor and classes in session. We got a lot of new people coming in. I appreciate Merrick's coming in with the raid. And so we are going to try to beat Zelina Vega on Hell, which is where we are now. So we need to make some purples. We're going to make that purple, and then hopefully we're going to put some more purple on the board. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. How many people are on the list? That's a good question. That was a lot of list coming through right now. So right now there are, the list is it's actually updating. There were so many people that came in, it's still updating. It is longer than it holds lists, for sure. You just made the list. Absolutely. So yeah, there's lots of people coming in with the lists. So I appreciate that. So thanks everybody for coming in for that. So now we have to make a lot of purples on here so we can blow up this board. That is our goal right now with the gem damage. Excellent. So let's use the finisher. We'll use 6 purples to destroy. 2, that'll blow up those ones, that'll blow up those ones, that'll blow up those ones. We have purples out of whack and out of sync. Okay, here we go. Welcome. Welcome, Godfather Grassed. Welcome, Lee. Gorilla Swag. Welcome, everybody. How many people are on this list is still a little bit staggering right now, but for me at least, it's showing that my following list has now gone up to 49. There are now 50 people on the list and 52 viewers in the stream. Thomas made the list. All right. Welcome. Thank you for making the list and joining us here. All right. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did. We're going to put a whole bunch of purple on the board and hopefully be able to crack a lot more. Welcome to the list. Welcome to the list, Kitsu. Welcome, Thomas and Slickrick. Welcome. Welcome on in. And so now we'll just hit this finisher, and I think we're actually going to beat her on this one right here. This might actually be enough. Those will blow up all of these. Look at all these bots that just walked in, right? Somebody. It was a massive raid. I think that might do it. So I think we've. I complained a little bit earlier before the raid that I put 10 million coin into Kyrie to bring her up to 10K, and I said, man, I better lose at some point, or else this would have been a waste. And I did lose, and then we revamped it to make sure that she didn't get her yellow move off right away. So that was, I think, the difference, that she couldn't steal. So Vega has a steal move on that made it frustrating to play her. So if y'all want to see what I did for Zelina, so you can see that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, thank you for. And I did buy the $10 55 pull. I haven't done anything with it yet. I thought I'd do it live on Twitch tonight. So I will definitely do those 55 with y'all here once we get through with the tour. So stay tuned for that part of it. But yeah, Thomas, I actually just started streaming this past week, this past Sunday. Saturday was the first slow Twitch opening, of which everything went wrong. And so Sunday we had a good one, and then I tried a little bit on Monday. And so I'm going to try to go Monday, Wednesdays, and Sundays, but that always just depends on how my kids are doing and whether I can actually get the time with which to do it as well, too. Through to the scroll. Okay, let's see what is going on here. Oh, I lost where I was on this. Okay, so for Kyrie, what I did is I've gone the double double blue with the purple. Actually don't have a very good. We'll call Saturday a very soft launch, indeed, near, for sure. Yeah, I'll be doing those very soon. So what I did is I started with the blue move, so those are both going to start turn 1 thanks to having the full perks, generate more purple gems so we can manipulate the board a little bit better, and then my sad Santa Hogan at less than 17k, and I used the yellow reduce, as I said, so that way she doesn't steal any of my purples. So that's how I ended up beating Zelina Vega. And so let's see if we can actually beat Hell Mode completely. That would be the fun part of this now. If we can actually beat this with Kairi Sane. So what is she packing with this? So she's going green and blue. How nice of you, Scopely. And 1.7 million is going to be hers. Okay. I didn't show you what strap I had, just to show you that I'm actually using a very, very bad strap. Simply, as I said earlier, I think I put this on months ago when I needed to get some gem damage on her, and I just have a flat purple move damage medal of 45k just to buff that terrible 19k finisher. So let's see what we can do with this. We need to change this out. Which is better to stop her using her blue move or her... I don't have Mask Mela, so I don't remember if it's the blue one or the purple one. Is that your Friday plan? You're going to make Trick Mutant? Nice. Job, somebody. That's the Friday plan. My Friday plan is that when this all starts is to hold back and see what Sunday comes through. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can first max it. And if I can max the score and defeat everything in the boss battle, then I'm going to hold back on doing anything else. I think it's the green move, is it not? Let's take it off the green. And let's go back. All right.
You know what? You just made the
Sandal, you just made the list. Welcome in. All right, so I usually do just a test run where I go against the character one time. I don't bring any props, just sort of see how they play and how my gameplay is going to stack up against them. And then I can come back in afterwards with a better plan. So I took out green, which was, I guess, a good idea because that would have started her closer to that. Are there any Sammy required matches? Somebody, do you mean like tonight? Like in the, because he has his own tour, right? But are you talking about like this weekend? I don't think there's any Sammy required matches in these tours that came out today, if that's what you're asking. All right, 1, 2, 3. And so it's the other match that's killing me, apparently. So what if we 4, 5, and 6. And then let's see. So what we have found so far is that when I do 2-3 matches, the cross break gems that come out of this blow up in the other one that I create. And so I'm trying to find a way, if there's a way that I can do it without that happening. So if I make a 6 match, no, it still knocked them all out. I still cascaded. Okay. So let's... Ooh, there's a nice hit. But we can destroy that. Okay, good. So now we got another chance to put these down. So we're going to take out her gem. And then we just do what we did last time. So we'll break these, and then we're going to try just to make a line of purple gems that we can then... Hopefully there's enough on the board. Ooh, that was close. That we can do a big destroy, and that blowing up the board enough is going to... 3, that's going to blow up those, that's going to blow up those, that's going to blow up the rest of them. So that finisher only takes out purple, so we're going to get the whole board. Awesome. It's a slow burn 1, 2. It's okay. She can have as many blue matches as she wants. We just got to make sure she don't get green. That is the key. Yeah, it's after that first cascade that you're going to be able to do this every turn. Every turn you'll be able to run this on her. So we're going to take those 3. And just hope a loot gem doesn't fall down in between. That's the hope. Alright, so we want those, and then we're just going to make our line. And then am I missing any rows here? I think I'll put one there just in case. So I just need that one match, and then I missed a row. I did miss a row. That's too bad. Alright, well, could have been a better cascade this time out, but that's alright. And I got a nice cascade on the end of it, so that one hit for 225. And now here's where the problem begins. Excellent. So she doesn't take the green match that she has available, and that gives us an opportunity then to maybe get within striking distance of this. Oh, oop. Almost messed that up. We want to put that there, there, and there. Ooh, that was close. Got to pay attention to what you're doing. Could have been dangerous. Okay, so one there. That's not going to cascade anything coming down. We hope. And that allows me to make a big line. Oh, there we go. Your Thursday plan is lapsed into Friday. Has a way of doing that, doesn't it? A lot of days just feel the same to me. But that's part of... that's going to destroy that one and that one there. Okay. So let's hope this gives us another 200 or 300k. Just about 200. Big cascade. All right. And now she's got the green, and we didn't get any blues. Wow. Okay. But I do have props, so that's always helpful. Let's see if we can... Oh, this would be tough. What can we do to... I can hit that 5, but then... Okay. Let's do that. Let's hope. No red comes up top. Ooh, jeez. And now we're stuck. Okay, so... there are no Sammy matches required in the tours as far as I know. There are Sammy matches for shards, somebody. I think that's what's available. Alright, big bucks, no whammies, because she's going to hit me with her stuff after this, and I think that's where I die out of all this. 4...
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
And he did it. There you go. Yeah, you just made the list. Thanks for the follow. AimDoc the Great. Okay, so if this has taught us anything, is that you can actually beat this with a Kyrie at 10k. So, yay. We were able to actually do some good damage on that. So, all right. Well, let's change gears here, and I've already been asked once. You try not to max the coin, but yeah, I know. Yo, what's happening? Thanks for coming on in. Thanks for the follow. Let's claim my 55 and let's see if we actually get anything good. All right. Here we go. Taking a long... There we go. So it's taking a long time to load that in. It's like Scopely doesn't want to give it to me. So let's get to them loots. All right. So let's have some fun with this. All right. Big bucks, no whammies. 2 features. There's a lot in here that I don't have. Just to go over it. So I don't have Super Stacy. I don't have Liv. I don't have Becky. I do have Molly. And I do have the EST. I have Blaze. Yeah, I could do a roster view after all of this for sure. Kofi, I do not have. The GOAT I have. I actually just got her recently, and I got Zelina recently. Okay, and you got to be kidding me. All right, so odds are that I'm going to get Soccer Mom AJ and the Glamazon, or maybe the Boss, or Socko. Oh, I hate when they do that. So yeah, absolutely, Thomas. We'll do one right after this. All right, everyone. So what's your strategy for getting luck in this? Is it just to smash the card? Is it tap in corners? What is it that you do that that absolutely puts this together? So I started recording this, so we're gonna put this on the YouTubes. Let's tap some corners and see what we get. The 1,000 Sheenom shards that was missing in my life. Yes, absolutely amazing. Amazing. Tap the belt parts. Okay, 5 closer. Okay, we might get close enough. Not bad. Not bad. 185 away. Hit me, WWE. Where were you 40 minutes ago when I was leveling you up? 40 shards. You know what? I completely forgot that Fandango was actually a part of this game. It had been so long since I seen him. Only left corner. Oh, come on. Big bucks. Oh, the Phenom. I was getting excited. I thought I might have that. You skipped through it? The only one was Kofi Tech. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't have everybody, I would totally skip on through it, I think, myself. But this is for the drama, right? This is why you're here. You know, and I hope I get Super Stacy just so that we can have a fight over this. All right, I got a Naomi fuse. It's already going my way. I'm already winning. It's already money well spent. And more Naomi shards. Suckers, you all lost. The Brofessor's winning this one right now. We'll go bottom right corner. Smash it. Well, there we go. 10 more. Come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. 175 to go. 175 to go. Bottom left. And more. Okay, bottom left is no good. I don't need any more. Feel the glow shards. Get out of here. What if I just don't touch anything? We just let it. 100 Kyrie. Oh, more Kyrie. More Kyrie. I find that it just takes too long otherwise. Oh, here we go. Silver. Silver. Come on. Give me the 5. Give me the 5. 3. Ah. Oh, is it someone new? Oh, the Great Kali. Nice. That's a solid pickup. Yes. I can get 110 shards of Mask Mela. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Recruited the Great Kali. It's a great day. Just like that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. The bro definitely won. That was thank you, Scopely. Thank you for not having the prize wall completely to where you wanted it. Come on. And Rowdy. Yeah, thanks, OG. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate that. That was a big one. I definitely needed. I'm taking Corbin up soon, so I was trying to figure out what was gonna be my next trickster, and then we can go from that. All right, 5 more. We got to get into within 110. Is what Tom's been telling me. 110. All right, come on. Left smash. More Sheenom. Okay, so no more left smash, top or bottom. We can't do any of that. Let's go plate smash. And more Kyrie. Apparently, Nier, was it you who showed me that you had like nothing but Kyrie shards? Like it was just the Pirate Princess over and over and over again? And the world's most dangerous man. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. and Sheenom. So did anybody get just nothing but Sheenom and Kyrie Princess shards? Am I the only one? And Shine, okay. Not bad. I don't plan on taking her up quite so yet. Although I've thought about her as sort of a sneaky pick at 5-star, considering she has that blue. Is a blue or yellow? I think it's a yellow gem damage. She's a blue move that creates yellow gem buff. So here we go. Come on, 5-star, 5-star. Oh, come on, Scopely. The Pirate Princess now. I got her at 4-star gold already. And the Sheenom. There we go. More Sheenom. Right smash. Okay, 15. Here we are. We're getting there. We're getting there. 155 to go. Come on. Don't fail me now. Okay, come on. 5-star silver. Come on, 5-star. Oh, that gives me a fuse there too. So we got 2 fuses and the Great Kali. Nice, nice. I'm liking this. I might end up with 10,000 Kyrie shards when all is said and done with all of this. Okay, keep going. Keep going to 5. And Fandango. Ah. Well, I appreciate y'all sitting through half of that so far. At least it was exciting. At least we got somebody. And by we, I mean I. Okay, 5, right? We're down to 150. 150 to Mask Mela. All right, all right. It's coming. It's coming. Here we go. Now a 4-star. Oh my gosh. And thank you for the follow. So I'll follow pop on my chat. Firm to sip. Thank you. All right. Corners. Oh, 25. Okay, we got a big one that time. We're down to 125 away. It's on, everybody. It's on. We're getting closer. We're getting there. Yeah, appreciate you coming in. Appreciate the follow. You know, I'm excited. You know, I've only been streaming for a couple of days now, and I've only been creating content for a couple of months, and in the outpouring and the following has been actually really great. So I want to thank y'all who are on here, who are actually watching my content and my videos, as well as on here on stream. I really do appreciate you actually the good feedback. Oh, here's 5-star. Come on. And it's a Sako. Well, it's a Sako fuse on that one. So it does take a long time, and so it does actually get into conflict a little bit with my own job as a professor. So the Brofessor actually is the Brofessor actually is a professor, for those that don't know, in the full-time realm of the world. But I enjoy making the content, and I enjoy that y'all are liking it, at least. So absolutely, you know, thanks again, and do keep on liking the videos and subscribing to stuff. More Feel the Glow. more like a poop. Yeah, absolutely. More like a poop. Definitely did not need that kind of poop. Yes. World's most dangerous man. All right, down to 16. Hey, Zano, good question. So I actually teach U.S. history, but my professorship is actually in sports history. So I do sports history of not only the African continent, but also African American history and the linkages between them as well. So those are my areas of expertise. But in terms of teaching as a professor, right now I teach almost exclusively. Yeah, Feel the Professor Glow is absolutely it. So basically, yeah, I've got Carmella with the prize wall stuff right now, so that's actually really good as well too. So yeah, seriously, I'm feeling the glow of the Pirate Princess. That's basically the two things I'm getting for the most part. But I can't say that I'm shocked, and I don't think any of you are shocked that that's what I'm getting. Smash all around. Come on. Okay, something different, I guess, is better than nothing. So yeah, I've been a professor now for close to 10 years. So something that I love, but wrestling has always been something that since I was a kid, I watched wrestling on TV in the in the early 80s with my brothers and my cousins. Oh, here we go. Come on. I called it. I told you I was going to get that 5-star AJ. I told you. I was getting that 5-star AJ. But that wasn't my guaranteed, though. So that's good. Yeah, everybody got Kyrie and Ember Shards, eh, Leo? Yeah, that's just... I think that's par for the course for this one. They gave out a lot of it, so... I think we can see that. So... role model? I could use those. Yeah, my earliest memory of wrestling was... going to... originally grew up in Toronto, Canada. So I went to Maple Leaf Gardens with my father, my brothers, cousins, everyone. You know, my brothers are older than I am. And I saw Hulk Hogan body slam King Kong Bundy. That was the main event, and that was something that stuck with me forever. Because, you know, how do you ever forget a memory like that? So, since then I've been sort of hooked on wrestling, and it's come and gone. So I'm getting back into the wrestling again. So, but I don't know what's your earliest memories of wrestling as we get to the last four. Here's the money ones coming up though. More Socko, okay. Whoa, at 100 shards. Oh shoot, I'm only 15 away. My goodness, and these are the guaranteed ones. I only need 15 now. All right, here we go. Big bucks, baby, big bucks. Oh, maybe the other one was the guaranteed. Did it say guaranteed? Are there supposed to be 2 guaranteeds? All right, come on, give me a nice. And there's Socko. Hogan versus Warrior. Yeah, you know what? Big Show. I was there. I was in Toronto. I saw Hogan Warrior on that WrestleMania. My top rewards were the fuses, the Socko. I guess I didn't see the guaranteed came up. I called it. I called that I would get that one, but I somehow got the common Kali as well, and then shards everywhere. That wasn't bad. I got a lot of her shards. I'm only 15 away. Dang, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's another one of the, you know, I grew up loving Hulk Hogan, and then I, you know, loved the Ultimate Warrior, and this was one of those events where I was like, who do I choose to win this match? Like, they're both thank you.
You know what?
You just made the list.
Made the list. Oh, no.
Thank you very much for the follow. Is that Gillicos
You know
and
what?
ABS? Thank you for the
just made
follow as well too.
list. Oh, no.
Yeah. The shards are in the milestone? Yeah, Fish, thanks for letting me know that. I didn't go in there and just go buy them. So I appreciate that. I was asked earlier, I think it was Thomas who asked me earlier, just to give a sort of a rundown of my own roster so you can sort of see where I am. So I have just over 4 million in roster strength. So I don't have the strongest at all. Yeah, Kenny. Not bad at all. You got 200, Leo. Oh, nice. And you got a new Tech Shayna and some fuses. Yeah, you know what? For their mistake, if you get a new character and some shards towards what you get, because we all know that you can do a 55 and get nothing. So that's a huge thing, right? Yeah, not bad at all for a $10 pull, and we don't get $10 pulls often. We sometimes get 80 pulls for nothing, of which I got nothing out of that 80 pull. Like I got nothing out of that 80 pull except for fuses. Those 240s that they messed up on. Yeah, I got nothing out of that. I was so mad watching everybody else get all these wonderful things. So, but yeah, those 80 pulls were actually the first pulls that I had ever done in the game. And this $10 pull is actually the first one that I've paid for to do an actual full pull. So today you watch the first one that I've paid for in the game. So my roster has been built up on collecting shards, using in-game cash for the cash pulls that they have, and doing a lot of the tap choice stuff, and just getting lucky, and being in a really good faction. So shout out to the Haven for helping me get a lot of things that I wouldn't actually get most otherwise. Yeah, Fish. For the most part, the end of my free to play. So I was free to play basically up until about 6 or 8 months ago, and then I started to spend roughly about $20 a week, and that's where I spend money now. I just do a 7 pull every week. But before that, I was entirely free to play. So I understand that. Yeah, they took that one down way too fast last week. So in terms of strikers, actually, we'll do the males and the females separately, I guess, so so you can see where it is. Thank you. I welcome to the club of people of whales. I guess I'm officially a whale now. Am I like spending spending money on pulls? In terms of, I only have the one striker so far, and that's the Macho King. And this was someone that I actually got from in-game cash pull. So that's the best one that I have sort of at the moment. And so I rode this one. Yeah, that's right. Thank you guys. I feel loved now. Welcome to the club. Ones that I am interested in bringing up now, because focus has gone elsewhere. I did get the shards for Lashley over several months. So that's one that I want to bring up soon. And I did get the shards recently for Mankind. So those are sort of the two striker projects that I'm looking at right now. I don't think anybody else, maybe with the exception of Braun somewhere later in the future, but I don't think anybody else sort of striker wise I'm going to bring up. I only have the one gear for Seth. I wasn't able to get his gear in that webcoin fiasco we had last week. So that's my striker sort of set right there. A little bit better off in terms of the powerhouses. So I did take Ray up first over KO and over Seth. Yeah, absolutely. I can do some Sammy after this. So and show you sort of. I haven't had a chance to actually look at him fully, other than people in my faction talking about just how like crazy stuff he has. I do not have Tech Shayna, but we can go over Tech Shayna as well and her setup. I know a lot of people got Tech Shayna, so absolutely, yeah, we can go over her as well too. So I have enough to take another powerhouse up. So these are the ones I've got. Usually, guys, let me know what you think. I was thinking about taking KO up just to have him as sort of my boss battle backup. But here's who I'm sort of working with. I also like the idea of taking Seth up, and I think both of them are good for what they do and how they do it. They're both just dangerous in many ways. I think we've lost a little bit of love for Sika now that several other blasting powerhouses have come out recently. But I don't have any drip plates, and so because I was free to play for a very, very long time, and because I don't spend a lot of money on events here and there, so I don't get a lot of the plates that are out there. So I don't have a drip plate, I don't have the Sheik plate, I don't have Ronda's jacket, I don't, so this might be what is appealing to me as a streamer as well too, is that for the most part, with the exception of the 20 I spend here and there, and the strap part subscription, I have what most free-to-play players have who have been playing for 5 or 6 years like I have, right? So, oh, you live in an old-school wrestling hotbed. Oh, nice. So when I lived, did my degree in the state of Florida, and so I got to see a lot of NXT before NXT was on television, when it was just wrestlers going locally and going to basically high school gyms around Florida. So I would go and watch them there. So before they ever made it up to WWE, 10, 12 years ago, I was watching Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and who else was there? So Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch. So all of them, all of those who came through in the women's revolution, all of those that came through NXT, I got to see them all practicing their craft and stuff, right? So I got to see Baron Corbin, I got to see all of them coming through. So it was really cool to see all of that. So that's what's really cool about sort of the smaller wrestling federations, right? So yeah. You got Zelina 3 gold ready for 4 bronze. Let's do her 4-star gameplay. I have her. I got her recently as well, so I'm gonna have to. We can go take a look at her as well. So those are my powerhouses. I think KO is the one that's going to go next, but you guys can tell me if you think I should do something differently. I love Riddle, as I'm sure my the name. He sort of just, it made sense for me to like Riddle since he stole my name. But the original bro there, I like him as a card. I need to fill up his stars to make him a little bit more powerful. But until Corbin came around, I didn't have anybody that I really liked to take up at the trickster position, right? So I know Ray's got big kickouts, but I'm not a huge kick-out player. Like, I don't like playing the game waiting to be pinned, which is one of the reasons I don't like the Miz very well. So yeah, Ridge is going to be a lot of fun, and so I think once his buffs are gone, Xandal, that's going to be an interesting. It'd be interesting to see how well he's going to do. That's right, I am the original bro, right? I think that's how I'm going to have to. I need to make a T-shirt that has my picture that just says original bro. I think that'd be a great T-shirt. I'm getting my T-shirt ideas here, ready to go when I open up my store. So Corbin's obviously going to go up because he's just really good in the game, and I don't think anybody needs me to explain that to him, right? Yeah, you know what? One thing I don't have is I don't have Hall of Fame Taker, and I have been, I think, 75 shards away from him for the longest time. And in terms of Trickster, I want to bring up the Hall of Fame ones because they have just different tokens and they're easier to bring up. So that would be one for me. But I don't think there's any other Tricksters. Now I got Kali, so that's going to be one that I'm going to be taking up for sure. Thank you, Scopely, for the $10 pull. I really appreciate that. In terms of acrobats, I had kept Dom at 5-star gold because I did not have any of the pieces that I needed to make him amazing, right? That's the problem with Dom, is that like he's the Voltron basically for those 80s kids that are here with me. He's the Voltron in the game where, you need all the parts of the beast to put it together to get to the Megatron. Otherwise, it's just he just doesn't hit as hard and doesn't do as well. But I've actually gotten the pieces now to put him together. The lions or the cars? Both. The lion cars. No, the lions are the ones that I remember as a kid. The cars came later, if I recall. So I've been just waiting on him, and now that I've got those pieces, I want to take him up, but I'm going to be taking up. I'll show you the females afterwards. So I'll be taking up Bianca first before then. But in terms of acrobats, that's where I am, and so I'm just waiting for the pieces to do there. This was my first 6-star bronze. I took up Gable first for the showboats. I loved what he could do, and then they nerfed him, but I still find him very usable, although it's 2 to 3 cycles. But unless somebody has a sub break plate on them, he doesn't win. He doesn't lose. Like he wins. It just takes a couple of rounds for it to do it. And I recently got a nice title for him as well that I can use. So I'm excited actually about that. Where is it? It is that one. So I got myself an anti-stun that I can put on him, and that is going to make him just ridiculous to play against, right? Defensively, like, the 3 things you have to worry about in the game are being stunned, bled to death, or subbed to death, right? Those are the 3 big things that you really have to worry about. And so if I can put no subs and no stuns, I only really have to worry about bleed characters, and then I have anti-bleed for those guys, right? The King I took up because of tokens and because I wanted to make some content and video. So if you haven't seen it, I have made a video on using King at 6-star. And he's good. He's a cascade machine, right? So you just have to be prepared for him to just cascade over and over and over again. And then the other 6-star that I haven't leveled up enough is the one that my full 6-star Brutus Beefcake that I won on Davy's stream when he showcased him that first time out. So one day, when necessary. When the requirement is Brutus the Barber, I got it, y'all. I'm gonna beat that one. I'm gonna beat that one with a bat. But other than that, it's if the videos and the fight between Merrick's and Davey D showed anything, is that Brutus the Barber and Mankind are fun to play only in half-hour matches against each other. So those are basically the showboats that I'm looking at right now and where I am with them. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else in here worthwhile. So you can tell I've been playing this a long time. You can see all the old cards that I have. And it's actually Technician where I think I feel I have my strongest group of players going. So with Snoop, without a drip plate, and I actually keep I only have one All Hearts plate, so I usually keep that on Z-Dom. So I actually don't play him with that. So he takes a little bit longer, but he's also somebody who does really well. And so I use, is that Superior Tech? Is that the one? Shock the System. So I play him with Shock the System instead. So, all the gems that you're breaking, it just allows for more cascades and some more gem damage, but he just bleeds others to death. Triple H I highly recommend for anybody. I don't have his gears, and he's still amazing. The next time I need to evolve, I'll have X-Pac or 6 ready to go 6-star. And then it's sort of up in the air, right? I've thought about taking Ken higher, but he's just a little too slow for my likings. I've thought about taking small head Ezekiel, but I'm not sure. It's every time I scroll through my lineup, I see all of these bigger heads, and then I see like his head, and I always feel like I'm watching like Beetlejuice, the movie, and the small head of Ezekiel. I don't think there's anyone else there. Okay. I hope that gives you an idea of where my men's roster is. And so the female roster, it's probably better to go rarity so you can see sort of who I have at the top. So Hall of Fame China, I got her from in-game cash pulls, saved up the shards to grab Trick Becky, and decided because we have, because of different tokens that I would take up Charlotte, so I've made some stuff on her as well. Lita and Bianca, those are the best ones I have right now, and then I'm sort of stuck after that. I'm not sure where I will go with the female roster. I'm not sure if I should take Ronda, the Tech Ronda, up any higher, but I don't think there's. And then I got Zelina recently as well too, so she's just maxed at 4-star gold. So those are the two that I think I'm going to look at. And of course, I should probably take up Ember now that I have all of those shards of her. But I don't think I have anybody else worthy of going up to 6-star. Just others to work up for their coaching ability. So, yeah, so that's my roster in a nutshell. You get to see sort of where that all is. But what do you all want to talk about next? I know we had the trial tour. Do you want me to sort of look at what this is? Bought Tech Shamrock for from the Ruby Market. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Tech Shamrock isn't bad. And with the 6-star stun move that he has, I think that's what Shamrock needs, right? Like at 6-star with a 2-turn stun, even if they have a sub break plate on, his sub makes black gems, which reloads. If they have a sub break plate on, you just throw all the black gems together, do a huge cascade, reload your moves, and then you just do it again. Because I think the sub is also black as well too, right? He has three sub moves, so you can just infinite sub lock at that point, right? So even if you run up against somebody who has the sub break, it's not make or break for Tech Shamrock. That's what I like about him. Thanks, Thomas. Not the biggest roster. I don't think it's the smallest roster either, but it's taken a long time to cultivate it. So kind of proud of it, and that's why it's hard for me to leave the game. I've put so much time and effort and things into the game, so I don't want to end my time playing the game. But like all of you, I'm sure at some point or another I've gone, this game is BS. I'm tired of losing, or I'm tired of the whales. I'm tired. I blamed everybody except for the fact of myself, right? I just blamed it on all sorts of other things. So, and then just made a decision to actually just play the game for fun. And I think that just had that mindset I didn't realize I wasn't doing, right? Yeah, at two and a half, still not. It's not bad, Thomas. Right? Like that's a good size roster, right? That's a lot of. You still have a lot of good characters that I'm sure that you can use and do some damage here, right? Yeah, like no, everyone has different sizes, right? And I'm in a faction with people with 6 and close to 7 million roster, right? Who have double the size of what I have and stuff like that. So there's, very few people who have, the largest rosters, and they pay for that kind of stuff. But as long as you're having fun with your roster, right? Like that's the thing. Like, do you have characters that you like to use? Do you enjoy playing the game and the challenges and the tours and stuff like that? And are you in a faction that you enjoy? Right? The mob, as Zandal just said right there, right? Like I stay because I enjoy the camaraderie with my faction mates, but also, I do enjoy the game if I don't take it too seriously. Maybe that's the way I should put it. As long as the game doesn't take over your life and become your life, this game can be a lot of fun, right? And that's one of the things that I've really started to enjoy, is that I want to play the game for fun, and now I want to make content because I actually find that rather enjoyable, and that's actually pulled me more into the game. I thought I was actually starting to move away from the game, and the prospect of making content actually drew me back in, and so now I'm going full steam ahead with this to see where it is. I'm in Haven, Zandal, so it for a free to play player, it's not impossible to make it into a top 3 faction, right? It's going to take a little bit longer. you're going to have to get a lot of characters, and for me, I didn't get up into Haven until year 5, right? So I spent 5 years never cracking a faction that was top 25. So it took a long time to get to that point. So it's available and it's there. So what do y'all think of Sammy? Aside from the fact that I love watching Sammy now, I always felt that he was of him, and because again, I watched a lot of them in NXT together, and I always felt that he was sort of second fiddle to Kevin Owens in many ways, and for a long time the company treated them that way too. So it's nice to see him given a different sort of push away from Kevin Owens. So I like that. So training ability. So purple submission, you're going to do 100 more damage. Purple will start with 2 more move points. Wow. Okay. So that's interesting. So who would use purple? Okay. That would be interesting. You can get a sub off a lot sooner and do a whole heck lot more damage as a double MP trainer. Yeah, double MP trainers are always valuable. So he would be a good one to sort of have. So he's got the haluva kick. He's going to deal... Actually, let's do this in a screen that's much bigger. Yeah, I am 100% on that, right? So now that we're no longer feeling Usi with him, he's now that we're going to give him, like, the same thing with Ezekiel too, right? So I think we like to think that Scopely doesn't plan and doesn't do things on time and doesn't really think about what they're doing. And I think that's the wrong way to look at this. I think that they actually plan a lot of things. And I think that they're actually very much involved in doing these things, and they think these things through. I think a lot of the issues that we see sometimes is the execution of what they're doing is not always on the money. But I think the ways in which that they are trying to create stuff is not just month by month and fly by night, although it seems that way. When not executed properly. And as somebody who writes and gives lectures for a living, I can tell you that's when I can tell when someone is just going off the cuff in their lectures and when someone is actually doing something that they've prepared in discussing a topic or doing something. So it's very, very much apparent. Okay, so the Hell Uva kick is going to do, so 455 K damage, 5 random blue gems, and pin the opponent. Alright, so it's green-blue right there. Move can only be used while pinned. Why? Why make 35 gems into immobile gems? So are we still having this problem in the game where if you make too many immobile gems and there's no match to be made, that they just fall off the board and are gone? Is that still a thing? Is that still a problem that we have? Okay, so we have a pin set up, which I'm never fond of. Increase your green gem MP by 9, 6 MP. That's going to go off turn 1 on feuds. So, okay, so turn 1 in feuds, you're going to be able to hit that, the finisher. So that's not bad at all. 21 submission gems and deal 100k damage for 3 turns. So that's just an average sub what they're making out now. Multiply gems of strength 4. Okay. The Oos is loose. And deal 15k bonus damage for every immobile gem. Damage is dealt directly to the opponent and does not affect the kick out amount. Okay. Now that makes a lot more sense. Okay. I want to play with that yellow gem. That would be interesting. The gem damage there. Although the problem with this, with only being used in the pin, is that it means it's not going to be used or useful in a boss battle. So that's not good. we want more characters that can do boss battle sort of things. Okay. 36 random gems into freeze gems. Okay. Choose 8 gems to destroy with the green. Okay. The 6-star, which we don't have yet, will make 10 immobile gems into yellow gems. So you could do a triple yellow? Why? 2 of them have to be pinned. You get damaged, and then that can turn... Okay, so it would reload itself. Oh, gosh. Okay, so... But then you don't... So you have to wait to get pinned. And so, okay, so I'm not really digging this triple yellow moveset at 6-star. I think that's not as good as I would hope it to be. I don't know how y'all feel about that. So this move... So you make all of these immobile gems, you do damage, but you have to get pinned first. And so you're taking damage with no way of getting any sort of healing back from it. And then you would make more yellow gems and wait to be pinned again. I don't see the value in that. Only in that you could really buff this up. And if there's 30 of them, 35 times 20,000 is a lot. So, okay, so I can see that's 700,000, and if you can build that up, okay. But that's still not enough, I think, to do the damage that you want to do. Okay, so it looks like we're going greens and blues. Is that what sort of the consensus is? So we'll build up that blue, except you don't want freeze gems. I don't... Does this actually make freeze gems, or is it making multiply gems? Is this just a typo? Has anybody used this yet in a match? Like, is this the typo, or is the freeze gem the typo? That's my question. I'd be interested to know if anyone's actually taken the time to play with that and see what works and what doesn't work with it. Okay, so if we're not going to use the freeze gem move, then we can start turn 1 with that, or we choose 8 gems to destroy, but that one, they do freeze gems HPK? Okay, so then okay, so the only way that this makes sense as something to use is that you would make 35 immobile gems and then you would freeze them so they couldn't get rid of them. I'm not seeing the logic behind this, especially when these 2 have to be used only when you get pinned, and then the next time you get pinned with all the freeze gems, you couldn't actually put more immobile gems down because you froze the majority of the board. I don't know. I understand where they were going. I'm just not sure that was the best execution of that plan. Okay, so what did y'all use then? If you've done this already, did you go triple green, or did you go with this to get started? And so I guess it would probably be not the sub then. I guess you would want to buff these up, use this to destroy gems. This would destroy random blue gems if there was enough of them on the board, and then you would reload yourself, or you would create multiply gems. I don't know. Let's try it that way and see what we can get. All right, so we are going to pretend like it's not a feud. We'll put on some blue move points. We will then do some move damage because he has one hell of a move damage. So that's green finishers, green moves, blue moves, green moves. And so you can put on Gable. Oh, wow. So now we are at 1.13 million. Wow. So going move damage might be our best bet. Do I have a green? That's submission. 8%. Anyone feel like 8%? And then Grieve moves to 5. I have not leveled him up anywhere near enough where he should be. That's sad. That only gives me 30,000 more. All right, we'll fix that. We'll level that up a little bit more. Then gems to destroy. So I guess in this case I can leave that open in the sense that you can find other move damage people to put in there. You can choose gem damage. You can choose MP reduce, whatever it is that you wanted to do. We are going to manage you because this is just awful. That I have kind of embarrassed that I have Ivar that low, but also not really. The destroy will destroy one more. Okay, so this only goes up to 10 and would destroy one more. Okay, I thought it would go up to 25. Okay, since this doesn't go up to 25, I'm not going to waste any coins on Ivar for the time being. The 5% is actually not doing a whole heck of a lot. So why don't we add in some gem damage while we're sitting here. Let's just choose gems. Okay, so we can go flat blue or we can just add green or blue. Okay, so I'll put in the king and then I will put in the Lex. So we have flat green, flat blue, and then you can swap those out if you need anybody else to MP down or so forth. Do I have an opened strap to put on him that I am confident that they will give back to me? None of you are. Oh, well. You are not a great fury. Okay, but that's at least open in that sense. We just want move damage anyways. Okay. Do I have any epics? No. Do I have any legendary that I would want to use? Not particularly. Okay, so let's get out of there. We'll put this one on. And they'll hopefully give that back. Keep your fingers crossed. For me. Okay, so let's put on... Let's buff this up as much as we can with some takedown. Do I have any other good takedown 2s? Those are Fury 2s. I do not. For those of you that have Lita, eat your heart out. I'm going to get this up to 200 soon. That's coming, and that's just all move damage. Okay, so having anything in use is not killing it right now. There we go. So obviously having a 200% move damage medal on top of that would be amazing. But I'm going to try to do my best to get about 100. So 43 from here, another 40 from having double takedown on here. So there's red, red, red. Green move. Okay, an extra 375. Yay. We'll put that on there. Okay, so we're going to get another 83% or so move damage. So that's not bad at all. All right, let's see how the Oos is going to do. Let's see how the honorary Oos is going to run through this. All right. So turn 1, we buff up our moves, and now, okay, so I've got it to 1.52 million. Destroy 5 blue gems, and there are 5 on the board. Boom. And knock them out. Okay, so obviously that's very effective, although I'm not sure that... Okay, so that's a moveset for basically up to 5-star silver, maybe 5-star gold. If you have the green move metal damage up to 200%, and you were lucky enough to get that as a Fury 2, so you can get 280% more move damage on top of that. So that would be pretty awesome. Also I'm going to keep it realistic. We just hit, 1.6 million at 5-star bronze. So that's an amazing finisher. And there's really nothing better than walking into a match and go click, click, done, right? And that's basically what we're doing with Sammy at this point. But I'd be interested to see how this hell mode goes. But I don't think this is the moveset that you would run anywhere else. I think it's actually the other moveset that's going to do the damage. So I think we're going to need the sub. So this does 168,000 now. So yeah, so 1.5 million. So we can easily get through that part of the tour, but we're going to have to change that up a little bit. Okay, so I think, all right, I think we got a good handle on Philanusi. Did y'all run him with triple green with the sub, or did you go with the blue move? Let's see. I do appreciate that they've bumped these up and things like this. We're only a year removed. We're 15 and 25. You did finisher in double blue. That's interesting. So you did the freeze, build it up. Okay, that's interesting. Did you find that worked well? Did he breeze through everything HBK or no? I want to see how it would work with this. Yeah, he just went through everything. Okay, that's interesting. It doesn't allow your opponent then to put a lot of gems down, or to make things. So that's an offensive defensive way to go. So that's interesting. I guess the issue would then be, I don't know. I guess it would refill itself, right? So that would refill, and the other one would refill. Then you'd get your So it would just continually roll, and you would just play on the defense. Okay, that's an interesting way to do it. I'm interested in this because of the multiply gems sort of at the back end of it. 21 random at this point. So if we went in the other direction and decided to go, how would this work in a feud? What are we looking at? 7 and 8? So you would do in a feud a double green MP with max defensive perks would start T1 with the sub. So you'd put the sub down, and then you'd have to wait a turn. You'd put a strap on. Right? Wow. Okay. So that finisher is really powerful, right? And it's in a non-sub match and tour matches and showdown and stuff like that, where you don't have that extra 40% kick out. It's definitely easier to win that and to stay alive. Or at least to not have to do it multiple turns through. So that makes sense, yeah. Okay, so turn 1, turn 2, and you drop that on turn 2. But then how do you reload? You would have to reload by choosing green moves to destroy as well, right? That's the only way that this works. You'd have to hope the multiply gems land on green gems. This requires a little bit of luck, it looks like. Unless you grab something else. Okay. I can see that. Let's see how this would run in general. Let's run it feud-wise and see what we can do. Although I do have max perks and we don't need to do it this way. I always find it more interesting since feuds take up the majority of our brain space most days, and how we rate people and how we do things with them. Submission? Or is that the wrong submission? What am I looking for? It's move damage. That's where the submissions are. Had to think for a second. Where is all that stuff? So if we buff submissions then instead. So I don't have Memrock, and Memrock is where I would probably use here as well too. So just to get more on the multiply gems on the other end, or if I had a really good green coach that I could use. But in a feud I wouldn't have that stuff to go with. So let's try that. Let's see how this goes. All right, feeling oozy. Well, if anything, today we learned that Kyrie can take out the hell mode, and that the Professor got the first lucky thing he ever got and pulled somebody really good. All right, so turn one you would drop this down on the board, and you just hope that enough multiplies stay back. And he's doing about 200k per sub. Turn, that's not bad at all either. But that's not where you're going to get all your damage. That's not where you're going to get all the wins from, right? That's all going to come from the finisher. This is just going to keep them at bay, I guess would be the best way to say that. So going up against low MP guys, or guys who are going to be turn one in feuds or other modes, this is going to take them out quickly, guys like so. Interesting. Okay, so he's got green setup. Okay, well, we'll hit the sub. We'll hit the finisher. We'll finish this guy quick, or we'll just hit the finisher and finish him, and let's go to more difficult opponents. Maybe that's the better way to do this. We'll go to more difficult. How much health does he have? Not enough health. What are we? We're at 836. Okay. And so I think that's the thing that's going to be with him, I think, is that if you put on someone like Gable, then you run the risk of doing several turns against a 6-star in order to continually hit for 2.5 or 3 million, but that requires you to have a really large green move metal and double takedowns. I think that's the key to that blue-green move set. If you do use the freeze gems, that's going to require something different, right? That's going to be more defensive. You're not going to be able to do the same sort of thing. All right, let's try this again and see where we end up. And then we might have some time after that to do more. What is he? He's at 758. Okay, well let's get to bigger competition. He's not going to kick out of that. I wonder if they're ever going to bring Johnny Knoxville back for more. Allow you to get him again. That'll be interesting to see. So what are your impressions of Sammy so far as a poster, as someone to chase? Is this someone that you guys and gals and all in between think that they're going to go after? So we'll drop the sub. I hope he doesn't get any more. So in a feud, you'd put the sub down, and then on your next turn, this would be ready to go. This would still need you to break something. And so you'd have to hope for something to land. So you'd have to hope for one. Actually, you don't need a blue, but you need green. You'd have to hope to have one on a green. If not, you would be in trouble. And so that's what you would break. Okay, well, I can break that anyways. Yeah, break it. Okay. And then you would hit the finisher, and that would load blue again. So that's the issue. You'd have to try to hit 2 greens. I'm not seeing how this flows through enough. Maybe this is where the plate comes in. Because I think, like, because he has that green sub, it's the chic plate that does the buff after that. All hard plate might actually work as well too, because that buffs green gem damage, but you're not breaking a ton of green gems with this guy, so it's basically all sub and move damage from what I can see. I don't know, I'm not feeling it, although I want to. Anybody else have the feeling that he is going to be the required character for everything that we do for the next 6 months after this after this all goes away? Yeah, so after this sub, not one green match anywhere on the board. And so hit this, it destroys 5 blue gems. And then my hope after this is that this green move is going to allow me to break enough green gems to hit the sub again. So this can be really hit and miss, depending on the board and the board that you get. But it does have a sub, and it does have a massive, massive finisher. So I think that's really good in and of itself. So let's see. So we have identical damage. Or identical talent. Let's see how the damage goes for it. Okay, well with the, so I can beat him with just the finisher. So that, I guess they kept it a 5-star bronze. I kind of wish they would have given us someone a little bit more strapped up and difficult to beat. I guess they were assuming that they weren't going to have people like myself or other content creators who would put straps on to sort of max them out and see sort of what you could do. Yeah, you know what, Abe? I'm not sure that the all green is better than the blue setup, right? The blue just continually recycles, and I think what's enticing about this is that it's making multiply gems, which is why I wanted to try it out and see. But you're not making 49 submission gems, you're making 21. So you're making less than half the board on a board that, this one is nice. This one has 12 green on it, but how many green are going to be left after everything is broken to then work to reload, right? And you then have to hope that after the finisher hits that there are enough there, right? You need 7 after this, so you're gonna need like 6, right? So yeah, that's what I'm like concerned about with this one. Whereas with the blue move here instead, it might be that this choose move, which I really didn't use last time, is the odd move out, right? It's the one that you don't need. Maybe I was thinking about this all wrong, right? The finisher is great. You can use the sub. Turn 1. You can use the blue move, and that way you don't have to go green. Okay, I'm gonna play this match again with a different setup. Let me just polish this out. I think I have my brain where it needs to be for this one, so I appreciate that, Aim, for pointing that out, that I wasn't thinking about this clearly enough. So that's good. Let's do this a different way. I think I get it. It makes sense. At least it makes sense to me now. I hope it makes sense to y'all as what might be the way to go with him. Alright, so this would be the one to put it instead. And so the sub is basically there for defensive purposes. You're basically just linking this up. This is going to destroy blue, and what you want to hope is that some of these are on blue, so that way when this destroys blue, it destroys for extra damage on the finisher. So I think that's what we're going to do with it. I did not use any skill plate on him. I don't think the actual belt, the strap that I put, it hasn't unlocked a skill plate there. I'm not sure. I don't have the chic plate, so I wouldn't be able to use that one. In this moveset that I'm just showing right now, it would just reload it on its own. So I don't think I actually have a skill plate that would work, with the exception of maybe an all hearts plate, because I'd be using the sub now. But I'm not destroying a lot of gems, and that's why I think it's not ideal to put that type of a gem on him. The only gem that I could think of, or any plate that I would think of, so if you don't have the chic plate like myself, I'm struggling to think of there's a plate that could be used for him, right? Other than maybe a defensive plate. Yeah, I don't yeah, I don't have one there. How did I put it on Sammy? You can equip any title that you have, because he's a modern tech. So if you have, I got this belt a long time ago. This is just a straight modern belt, so it's any 4-star modern, and I've kept it for the longest time for no reason whatsoever. And now that I'm going to continue to make content, I plan to unlock all of these as well. And when they do trial when they do trial characters like this, when the trial ends, they do deposit this back in your account. So you don't lose that strap. So, but if you are worried about losing the strap afterwards, that's why it's better just to have a random strap as such, and you can take these off. But I've never taken them off, and I've always received them back. So I'm just going to assume that trend will continue, and I hope it does. But y'all are my proof. It's on the stream, right? So it is there. So yeah, okay. So that's the title. Those are I didn't change his entourage of what you could use. So if you do it this way instead, then you don't need a double MP trainer, and that allows you to really buff the finisher instead, right? So we can go back to that. We can go back to the previous one that we had before, where we hit the green finisher instead. We can do blue and green damage. We can work up. Who am I missing? Who is the green? Is there a green? I feel like there's a green, no? Green move damage, green submission, purple, red. Your blue finishers, yellow, red, yellow, black. Your green submission moves. Is there is a green move damage that's not Ivor, yes? Blue. I just must not have them. That's blue damage. That's not what I want. I wanted to take all the green move damage I could. We'll leave that blue on there. Okay, so let's set this back up again. This way, and we can do this differently. This might be how I would run Sammy instead, because I'm not sure the triple green works if you don't have the plate, the chic plate. That's gonna make that better. So turn 1, you would put this down. And then provided they don't have a turn coming up next, you could just hit the finisher. So mine's back up to 1.4 million. Or you can put this down, hope that it lands on some blues, and then I think I've probably done enough damage that it's going to end his... He just doesn't have enough health. Oh, he doesn't have health. Okay. Yeah, and here's the other problem that you have, right? So this is going to destroy 5 blue gems. 1 has a blue multiply on it. Awesome. The problem is that there are more than 5 gems on the board, and it will not destroy this gem before it destroys 5 of these other ones. So if there are more blues on the board, then I don't actually get the benefit of... I need more of them to land on multiply gems. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Yeah. Okay, anyways, that's how I would run Sammy. Let me know what y'all think, if you would run him differently or if you like that type of a setup. I know HBK, you said that you used the freeze gems and had some success with that. I loathe freeze gems because I hate King Booker, and even though I like King Booker's one of my best showdown guys, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me go find... I'm in rarity mode. It's probably easier to find him this way. I have a fun strap on King Booker. So I bought those 50% gem defense straps in the shop, and it gave me a ruthless aggression trickster. So right now he's got 90% gem defense, and so I can put him in showdown, put Honky Tonk Man on him, and play with the finisher setup, and he's got all sorts of gem defense. The problem is that 6 stars kick out rather easily, but again, it puts a whole bunch of freeze gems down. It's more just a pain in the butt for them to face me, but for me to face them and use him is not the best. So I don't prefer using that sort of a setup going forward. So anything else you all want to see or talk about or go over? I've been going almost 2 hours this evening, so I can be on for a little bit more before I have to get myself to bed. My kids wake up at 6 a.m. no matter what time I go to bed. So Anvil is the green finisher coach. That's who I'm missing. Oh, so yeah. So adding another 50% on top of that at 6-star might be just ridiculous, right? So again, not a content creator yet, right? Fingers crossed that becomes the goal at the end of this. But so I don't get a chance to play with these new characters in any way other than how y'all get to play with them. So you get to at least see me struggle is sort of in the same way that y'all do. But I was on Merrick's stream earlier tonight when he was talking about completing the challenge tour and the Godfather talk and all of that. And I can tell you, as someone who has a 5-star gold Godfather, this took a bunch of props to get through. So it wasn't easy. I think Godfather is going to be like he's similar in the fact that, like Ken Shamrock, it's only at 6-star that you're going to find some burn with him, and even then, like it's not going to be as wonderful as we want it to be. Like I want Godfather to be just amazing, right? Godfather was a fun character when I was growing up in my late teen years, right? But I think he just needs too much, if that makes sense, right? Like he needs help reloading, and I don't think without having like a 26k NWO Hogan or somebody that can make more blue gems, that it's going to be easy to do. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope that he's good to work in that event. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was going on today. Oh, a showdown. For those of you that don't know, these are the tournament rules. So apparently Scopely likes to do this every time that I enter. So, oh, but the shop's open. Oh, good. I only have tons. Oh, bugger. I already spent my money, so the shop isn't actually working for me, or good for me, in that sense. What are we? So this is a female-male feud. Oh, these ones are. Oh, they're not terrible. Who would y'all place on defense if you were in my position? Would you stick with Hall of Fame China? Would you try to go with Alita or somebody else? Maybe a Bianca? I don't know. I feel like a 5-star gold, she's going to get beaten. I don't think I have anybody else that's not going to get beaten on this. Oh, that stinks. Are there any characters that are... Oh, there are. Okay, good. It's a character that I will have soon. I will have Mask of Mela. She's in the only 15 away, which is incredible in that sense. But I don't have anybody else. I don't have Dragon. I don't have that Macho. I wanted to get Super Stacy only so that I could fight Nier. And I don't have Liv. Okay, so I don't have any other of those requirements. So that's not going to be good. So we're going to set this all up and get going with it. And see. Okay, so play that. Red. Matching move charges. Purple gems, red gems. And the one thing I didn't have before until recently was red gem damage, which I now have. Since I just got that Stacy recently. Okay. And now we can go with it. Alright. So that's going to be my offense, but I'll do that afterwards. We all suffer enough through that whole mode of everything. What was I didn't even check out the other tour, which is just Super Stacy, but I don't have. Okay, so this is just straight tour of other stuff. Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for coming and checking out the stream, for the likes, for the follows, and for all the positivity that I got through and in today's class, going through all the different things. I think not gonna lie, had a lot of fun tonight, and I didn't realize that I would have so much fun actually streaming. So this was really cool, and I hope you all come again. The next time I stream, I'm going to try to stream again on Sunday, as I said. So it's hard for me to do anything sort of Thursday, Fridays, and then Saturdays with all the events stuff. But I think Sunday night's a good night to get back to it. So hopefully I'll see you all on Sunday night on the other side. And if there are ideas for videos that you would like me to do, you've now seen my roster, so if there's a video of somebody on my roster that you want to see, I'd be happy to do that, or to try to find somebody who can help me with the videos on that. And in the future, I'm going to be making my own Discord server soon, so keep your eyes open for that. But in the meantime, I hope you have a really good night, and whatever you do, just remember to have fun when you're playing the game, and just don't take it too seriously. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks again for coming by. The Professor is out.